Hey, what is up, everyone? I'm Steve Nugent. I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday, and thanks for tuning in to this episode of Peak Bytes. On today's episode, I'm going to give you a recap of how our soccer teams, RSL, and our ladies, the Royals, did this past weekend, along with a preview of the Springer Tournee over at UOP and the basketball tournament at the Maverick Center. It's going to be a great episode, so let's dive in. Real Salt Lake and the Royals were both in action this past weekend over at Rio Tinto Stadium. Real was up against the Minnesota United, who currently sits in 4th place in the Western Conference, while Real is in 7th, the last seed to make the playoffs. Only 4 points behind Minnesota, a win for Real would mean a lot for the playoff picture, but unfortunately this one would end in a tie. Real was outplayed for most of the game Saturday night, but in the 69th minute, Marcelo Silva, center back, would tie it with an incredible volley, and this one would end at 1-1. This was not the outcome that Real was looking for, but considering how they played, being able to sneak away with a single point is a small victory in their books. Our ladies, the Royals, found themselves in a similar situation against the league-leading Portland Thorns, down 2-1 late, playing for a tie. Both teams were without their star players for the past few months due to the Women's World Cup, so in their first game back, there is definitely something to prove. The Thorns struck first in this one, but not long after, Christian Press tied the score at 1 with some amazing footwork. After losing the lead again, just like Real, the ladies were able to find the net in the 89th minute and tie this one up at 2 and walk away with a point. Sitting right on the cutoff for playoffs, every point matters for both of our teams here in Utah, so make sure to come out to Rio Tinto Stadium and cheer them on. The basketball tournament is back in Salt Lake City starting tomorrow, Thursday, July 25th. This summer will mark the 6th year of the basketball tournament, a 64-team single elimination tournament where the winner will be taking home $2 million. Out of the 64-team field, there are 8 different regions made up of 8 teams. Team Fredette is our local region host, and all of the games for the Salt Lake City regional will be going down at the Maverick Center. After all the region winners have been decided, those 8 teams will all head to Chicago August 1st through the 6th for championship weekend. Although this is not as high of a level of basketball as the NBA, it is still a very competitive tournament. Most of the teams in this tournament are comprised of former college basketball players who either didn't make the NBA or decided to take their talents overseas. And to be eligible for this tournament, you cannot currently be on any NBA roster. It's going to be a fun weekend of basketball down at the Maverick Center, so make sure to come out. And for more information on the event, you can head to thetournament.com. Although it's midsummer and we're currently sitting in the 80s here in Park City, that doesn't stop the athletes dedicated to winter sports. This week, over at the Utah Olympic Park, will be the 21st annual Springer Tournee, a U.S. championship event for ski jumping and Nordic combined. This event is more than just a national championship for professional athletes. It gives the chance for young athletes to get good experience and mentorship and also put their skills to the test. Because this event takes place about midsummer, it allows the athletes to judge their progress from spring training and make some corrections before the fall and winter. The Springer Tournee will be happening all week, culminating in the Ski Jump National Championships happening this Saturday, July 27th. Make sure to head out to the Utah Olympic Park this week, as spectators will be able to watch the events from the bottom of the Nordic jumps for free. For more information on the Springer Tournee, you can head to UtahOlympicLegacy.org and search Springer Tournee. That's going to be it for today's episode of Peak Bytes, but don't worry, we'll have another episode dropping on Friday, followed up by Diego's Political Peaks on Sunday. As always, make sure to follow us on all social media at Park City TV and head over to our website, parkcity.tv, for more great community content. You have a good day, and we'll see you next time.